these high school things, these high schools like from back in the day, like back in 1987, or back at like old times. Like I can't believe they got videos, but they didn't have no Facebook, nothing. But they just had a camera. Just that's deep because back in my high school days, we never did like the old times, man. I mean, it had some good. I mean, some of that shit was kind of deep. We were talking about what teachers that they didn't like and how strict it was and shit, and talking about cocksucker and dick and suck ass and shit and damn bitch and all that other shit, man. That's some real deep cold shit. And then the one guy said that really this other girl, like the teacher and stuff, he said that she caught him smoking. He hated her because of that. And then he said something about that she looked like a guy, and that's why he hated her more. That's some deep shit. And then the other guy said about he was talking about the guy and shit. He ain't nothing but a cocksucker. He's a dick. He's a bitch. All that shit. Then they said suck ass, and he said if I get in trouble for this shit, this recorder, he said your ass is mine. Shit. And then the lady, the girl, she was pretty though. She was talking about what teacher she hate. She's a female, like she was intimidated and stuff. And then the guy, he said, I agree. And then he said, she need to relax. And then she said, yeah, definitely she need to relax. That shit. And then the other guy says, everything sucks. Yeah, that shit, everything sucks. Transportation sucks. He said the teacher sucks. Some of the teachers sucks. All that shit. But it was one teacher back in high school. This teacher always got under my skin. She was a white lady, but thick too. Her name was Miss Tucker, the daughter of Tucker. He had a mom one too. She was okay though. I like her. I like the daughter of Tucker too, but she used to get under my skin. I was dating this girl one time. This girl named Kelly. It was like another white girl. It was kind of deep too, but at the time, the daughter of Tucker broke us up. She said some things, and the next thing you know, me and Kelly broke up. And I know about the reason. Then every time I used to like go to our class, it was earth science. And I was looking and I said, oh, good God, Jesus Christ, Virgin Mary, sweet Joseph. I said, she ran them damn jeans. It was like, I got to go in there and see this shit. And she knew what the fuck she was doing. And then I was going there, and then one of my friends, I was sitting down there, and she was by the board, and I was looking at the jeans, and then she was like, what, like she run her hair and looked back at me and shit and smiling. I was like, man. And then the other guy, he was sitting, he said, damn, you blushing over there, man, face getting red, and you getting kind of, I was like, man, this shit. And I said, I raised my, I said, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I gotta wash my face. I can't take more of this shit. And she was just trying to teach, like, she was like, I used to talk to her about different things, but I never got in trouble, like, talking about this. She had a husband and all this, kids and all this stuff like that, because I really want to get her back for breaking, because I ain't do nothing. I think because she like, I mean, I liked her too, but I'm just saying, though, ain't no disrespect. I don't know where she at now, but ain't no disrespect. That shit, some deep shit back now. But but then a couple teachers, especially the principals, that I didn't like either when I was in high school, because every time I get fucking picked with, or something goes on, I get fucking picked with, like they fucking laugh about it. That shit was funny, and then until something serious happened that damn day. Some of the teachers some of them was okay, but the principals, this dude, he's had that bald head and shit, the glasses, black guy, and shit, and think he all freshed up and shit. And every time, like, I get picked with or something like that, he used to make fun of this shit, laughing. Till one day it got fucking serious. Kids were picking with me in school, and I said, I'm gonna bomb the goddamn school up. Please, God, forgive me. I said, I was gonna bomb this shit up. And then the kids got scared. They shouldn't be picking with me. No, I was psycho in the brain. And I was gonna do that shit too. Because it's easy for me to get gas and fire. Gas and fire don't mix. Something bad gonna happen. So they got scared and went to go tell the principal. And that was their fault fucking with me. And they told the principal. And then he had a serious face. He knew it was serious. He wasn't laughing then. Talking about Columbine, Virginia Tech. I said, yeah, I know about Columbine, Virginia Tech, but you never know what the fuck they was going through, why they did what they had, like they did. They probably, the principal probably, until they took that shit to another screen. And that's when the shit got serious. You know what I mean? And they had the cop in there. He was like, they had 5 cops in there and shit. I said, I mean, this shit, y'all, I was there. It was back in Demi High School. Demi. Like no bullshit. You know what I mean? That's when I was looking at this high school stuff. It reminded me of some of the days I was in fucking high school. But theirs was kind of deep though. I mean, I never been to a senior. I mean, like a prank, like prom, not a prank, like doing a prank, that shit, but like a prom, that shit. Then we did had dances inside, um, not Doja. Yeah, I think, yeah, Doja, middle school. We did have dances, school dances, and I did got a I mean, a dance with a girl that she had jeans on too. So that was, and then other guy like he danced with her too, and then she came to me and started dancing. So I did had a dance back then though. I did been at a school party like in middle school. I forgot about that shit too. That that shit. Wow. Wow, shit, this fucking insane. Then most of us like we used to get in trouble too. Like we used to sneak like we don't put that cigarettes or we just go outside and smoke a cigarette or whatever, or drink some damn beer or liquor or something. Go back in and just have it because we used to have lunch outside, but they stopped having lunch outside because we used to throw our food on the grass and all that shit. And next thing you know, they banned that shit. We were eating in the damn cafeteria, and then one day, like I ain't had to pay for this shit. This shit was stupid and insane too. This guy, this Chinese dude, I think he was Asian. His name was Peter. That shit was deep. This motherfucker had like 10,000 porn tapes. This motherfucker came to me. I was like, I gotta pay for this shit. What the fuck is this, man? He said, no, no. Look at it. They got Thailand girls. I said, oh shit, Thailand girls. Damn, they had different type because he was Asian, so he knew Asian. He had all types of shit. And I was like, yo, I gotta pay for this. He said, no, this shit free. I was like, man, what the and then the other guy, my friend said, man, what the fuck are you giving? Man, that shit didn't make no sense up in school, too. I don't know what would have happened if would have got caught with that. Would we if we got caught with the principal? They had it all over the desk and shit. And then we got a spill. Cause one day, me and this girl named Candy, this black girl, I remember because she couldn't talk. And one day we went to back in the woods because we were trying to have, you know, that time. That shit was crazy too. 'Cause I brought one of my dudes with me. This dude was kind of funny too. He was tall. He was kind of because we was all in special ed. He was back there, so he left. 'Cause I think the security guards was coming around, like they was checking down the woods. We got done. Next thing you know, shit, we got called to the damn office. She got called first to the office, and she didn't want to set like. I got called to the office. They were talking about the bird, the bees, and all that shit. And like I ain't got in trouble, but that shit. I mean, it was some crazy shit back then. I mean, in the fucking woods too. That shit. But then I had my homeboy with me. He went up because they took him. He was gone. I don't know why he came back there. He didn't goddamn way. He wasn't going. Shit, but please God forgive me. But this shit was kind of funny. And then this shit. See, some of the stuff I don't talk about. You know, too. Cause I had shit kind of funny. But that lady, Miss Tucker, though, man, that lady. Her teacher got under my skin bad. Like every time I go in a class, I used to blush, my face get red, and I start shaking. Like she really done something to my ass. And then she broke me and my girl up, Kelly up, stuff I wasn't even doing. And she really, I think she liked me. Well, I really liked her too, but really couldn't do nothing because I was a student and she was a damn teacher. But shit, one day she picked me up from my house. I was living with my uncle at the time across from Patriot Mall. That's when the time I got a spell because I said I was gonna bomb the school. I think I brought a knife to school that time, and then she came straight to my house, tried to, but she didn't come in though because things might. And she had jeans on that day. She took me to the Barnes and Noble. That's to finish my work, to finish what I had to finish so I could graduate to the next year. That shit was deep too. I don't know how that. I forgot about that shit too, man. I'm done. I'm done because it's I'm just saying. Only God knows. 10 toes. I don't know what happened to her. And I don't know if she got. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I just saw this high school stuff from back in the day, and that shit reminded me. Look, shit. But I'm just saying. Only God knows. 10 toes up to the higher power of the Father. That's a spirit of the God. You know, the Father. And then you got the higher power of the Lord and Savior, the Son. Jesus Christ, the grace of that, and then you got the mother of the grace, the higher power of the mother of the grace. That's Virgin Mary to the sweet Joseph, her husband. You know what I mean? 10 toes up to my heart and soul, my mind, body, soul, spirit, the blood run through my veins, flesh and bones. Everything all above, though, to the heaven raiser, heaven major, 777, though, to my heart and soul. 10 toes up to the universe, like a different universe, though. Only God knows. Lord knows. 10 toes. Only God knows. Ain't gotta say too much on that note. Damn.